In the Afghan capital, the threat of gun and bomb attacks makes walking down the street potentially dangerous. For women, there is the added fear of verbal, physical, and sexual assault.
Any woman that I meet, there is a level of complaint about harassment.
Fawzia Kufi is a former member of parliament who started her own political party. She receives many complaints from women who say they get demands for sexual favors, something that has become common in the workplace.
This is not part of our identity. To be honest, 25 years back, 30 years back, when I was a child, when I was a student, when I was a teenager, we did not face the same experiences for women we do now. So I think most of it has come with conflicts and culture of impunity and lack of rule of law.
Afghanistan is still deeply conservative, and publicly accusing someone of harassment can mean risking your life. But high-profile scandals brought the problem into sharp focus. In 2018, the sexual abuse of players on the national women's football team came to light. And last year, managers hiring staff for the presidential palace were accused of offering jobs in return for sex. But no one's been brought to justice. Experts point to a trust deficit in the system. But the fact stories of abuse have come out at all may be a sign of progress.
I think where I see change, where I see possibility, is the fact that women's aspirations has changed to a great deal. And I think general aspirations have changed, but specifically women's aspirations. Many women that I talk to, regardless of where they come from, urban or rural, different parts of the country, they aspire to lives different than their mothers, better than their mothers. They may not aspire to necessarily lead public lives or even be educated, but they know that it's not okay to be beaten up at home, for instance.
In recent weeks, as part of ongoing peace talks, the Taliban has said that if and when the group returns to the political fray, the world should be ready for a return in Afghanistan to Taliban rule, which would mean rolling back the clock on women's freedoms. Farnaz Forothan started the My Red Line campaign to try and give women a voice in a future Afghanistan.
If the Taliban are coming back to suppress another generation, we will resist them. It doesn't matter if they're stronger. Unless there is equal justice for all Afghans, it cannot be considered peace.
Even at fashion shows, women remain outnumbered. But in the years since the fall of the Taliban, women are better represented in the workplace, in government, and have more freedom in public life. But many Afghan women now fear their hard-won rights will be compromised in any deal. Ahu Shahidi pushes both social and gender norms as Kabul's first and only female tattoo artist. A controversial job in Afghanistan, even for a man. She's been widely criticized, but has her father's support and says that's all she needs to keep pursuing her passion. From businesses owned by women entrepreneurs to women's-only health clubs, there are signs here that women are steadily carving out more space for themselves in Afghan society. Zein, Basravi, Jazeera, Kabul.